Hello, my beautifuls. Hello, my lovelies. Hello, my guys and goddesses. Okay, my name is Ramira, aka Mary the Goddess, aka the Balance Candle. That's the brand. If this is your first time, welcome to the Balance Candle, where I help moms master mindset, money, and motherhood, all while creating a balanced life for themselves. I help moms go from a survival mode to soft life. God has already planned for us, planned and prepared for us to have a soft, abundant life. So let's go ahead and position ourselves into it. All right. So if this is your first time, welcome, subscribe, join the tribe, all that good stuff. All right. And if this is your return time, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. Um, I got in a car accident. Well, it was like a fender bender. No damages. As far as my knowledge, no damages, no injuries. We walked away happy and just blessed. Me and baby boy was in the car. Yeah, it happened on April Fool's Day, and I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. I went to the store and I went back home because yeah, we'll try this again another day. Oh, yeah, throw the whole day away. Let me see. Last time I recorded here, it said 5, maybe 6 days. I'll be honest, I can't tell you what just happened within the last 5 or 6 days. My life is moving quite at a different speed of life that I've been used to. Um, oh God. Okay. Um, I'm a mom. These kids are about to go on spring break, and yeah. Okay. Stay tuned, stay with us, stay connected. Yeah. Let's see. Like I said, life is moving a little bit. It's not moving a little bit. Life is moving faster than what I uh and can think of. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I just thank God because He's really been showing me like I got you and you got you and you gotta do exactly what you need to do. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm listening. All right. But okay, so today, all right, I was in my studies. I was just reflecting, right, on some of the things that I wrote down previously. Just going over it. All right, so this one says, let's just go ahead and be what we were made to be without envy or pridefully comparing ourselves with each other or trying to be something we aren't. And it says Romans 12:6 through 7. So I flipped to Romans 12:6 and 7, and I'm like, this is not what that was. uh, and it was actually talking about the gifts that we are that we have, the gifts that God has given us, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe we should talk on the gifts, the spiritual gifts, the different types of gifts. There's different types of gifts as far as administration, ministry, prophecy, um, hold on, I say 12. All right. So heaven then gives differing according to the grace that is given to us, which whether it be prophecy, um, it's a ministry, it's a teaching, exhortation, um, and really First Corinthians 12, it starts off with 12, talks about the spiritual gifts that we have, administration, operation, But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man that profit without. For one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit. All right, but it was something that I like. It says the list of spiritual gifts is not exaltive. And then they got Romans 12:6 through 8. We talked about that. Ephesians 4:11 through 13. It talks about the gifts. And then also 12, um, verses 12, 28 through 30. And this is what I kind of like. It says, and God have set some in the church, first apostles, secondary prophets, thirdly teachers, after the miracles, then gifts of healing, helps governments, diversities of tongues. Says, are all apostles, are all prophets, are all teachers, are all workers of miracles, have all gifts of healing? Do we speak with tongues? Do we all interpret? All right. And it says, not everyone can preach, not everyone can sing, not everyone can teach, but everyone is gifted to do something. Apparently, Mm, apparently, the problem in Corinth was a rivalry among spiritual gifts and a jealousy that caused some people to convert the gifts of others. There was no unity, no positive diversity, and certain no interdependence. So basically, God gives us this gift. Everybody has different gifts. Um, some people may have multiple gifts, okay? Chosen ones. But how God wants you to be able to use them in a Christian life or in a Christ life, with normal service, that he wants us to come together as a unity and be able to, if one is teaching, one could be ministering, if one is ministering, somebody is prophesying, and we all come together. I think it's in First Corinthians 12, 2 as well. They were talking about, I don't think it's First Corinthians 12, but um when God has everyone in a certain place and they all speak different languages, but they can all understand them, right? Like the different gives the interpretation of the tongues. But he made it to where everybody can be able to understand each other, coming from different religions, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, coming together and becoming one, the body, all right, the body, like. I love the Bible. If you really like actually look like really, really study the Bible and really study its words, it's not about it's a different thing. It's a different lot of things, and it's based off your mental, right? It's based off you're training your mind, all right? You going in. So it's not about it's not about judging because we're not supposed to judge. All right. Everybody has their different walks of life with God. And this is something everybody has their different gifts. All right. You got to tap into those gifts. All right. And, and you like, Ramiro, what do you mean? Like, how can I find my gifts? How can I tap into my gifts? As someone who that did not know, like my sisters were talented, all right. My one sister, she does hair, she's a master cosmetologist, she's great with that. Well, I have one sister that is good with her hands, like the sewing and things like that. That girl she can create something out of nothing, okay. She make it do what it do. All right. I'm not gonna. And I got other sisters in different things. One is really, really is couldn't one is really we all have our certain gifts, right? At the time when I was younger, I'm looking up to my older sisters and I'm like, well, what's my gifts? All right. I don't have nothing. Like, what's my gifts? All right, I can't dance, I can't sing, I can't, these are like I was like I couldn't understand. I couldn't realize what my gifts was. I would ask my mom, what do you think? What do you see me as? Like, what's going on? Like, what's my gifts?" And you'll find yourself. You'll find it. It's okay, you know. But these are things that they knew from just off naturally. All right. My sister has always been doing hair. This was her passion. Her love was hair, and things like that. She grew up doing that. Now she's made a business out of it. Right. So for me, not knowing what my gifts was, me trying to figure out and this was for a long, 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 long time. Like, um, so if you are that person that's just like, I don't know my gifts, I can't find my gifts, first start to just what do you think that you might be good at? Or what do you do on a consistent? What do you do on a normal day basis? Us as moms, hey, that's just the first gift right there. We have the ability to create life. All right. Not everybody can do that. And not every woman is 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 able to do that. Right? We have the ability to create life. All right. Let's just give that. All right. Now we got mothers that's out here just creating life. But then you got some mothers who nurture, right? Who pour into the kids, who teaches them, right? Everybody has their own different things. So just start figuring out just the normal, just the natural things that you do. I'm a mom of multiples. And I thank God because my first child, I always say that's my gift from God. I don't know where I'll be without him. Um, so so that's one of my gifts. I'm a nurturer, like, and I this has always been me. I did not know I was nurturing, but I've been nurturing for quite some time. Even when raising up my nephews and things, I'll walk around. I got this big old box, or a big old thing. I still got it. Like it's in reach. All right, everything is in reach when it comes to learning. Like I'm teaching my nieces and my nephews. All right, giving them multiplication. Let me figure out what's your brain looking like. Let me tell you what you know. All right, and if you are in my presence, um, oh, I'm gonna pour into you. Especially for the kids. I'm gonna be hey. All right, I see um a need and hey, you need to work on this. I'm good at this. Let auntie help you. Let's work on this together. Let's make this in simplest form, right? Not knowing that I'm a teacher and I'm a teacher by nature. And I did not know I was a teacher by nature. And now I am walking into the point in my life or the purpose in my life where it's just like, hey, I'm at the children's ministry, and it's just like just even yesterday, them talking to me, they realized what my first name was. They did not know my name, whatever. So I was just like, you can just call me Miss B, because they always say teacher, teacher, and it's just like it's so like. I'm someone's teacher, but also, guys, as a trader, I'm teaching you guys how to trade as well. So it's like, dang, that falls into place right there as well. I've always been drawn to kids for some odd reason, but all right, I love my kids. I'm auntie to many. All right, but I think I know everything happened for a reason. I've been on the PTA. I've been PTA president, secretary, all that. All right. Any role that they if they could put me in without me, overlapping something, or if they put me in without, I would have to wait for my 2 year in my presidency or 2 years in my vice presidency, 2 years in my secretary. Like they used me. All right. I'm not gonna lie, but I loved it. I loved it because it helped me grow. It helped me connect to people, the kids. It helped me be inside the schools and see what our needs is. Also, it's just like it's just like everything is just like falling into place. Like, Ramiro, wake up. Ramiro, open your eyes. You know, like, Ramiro, look, look, look. I got someone. I was walking my dog today. Oh, hey, auntie. I don't know what this child name is, but I'm hey, baby, how you doing? All right. I sound like a little old little grandma. All right, I'm a young old soul. Well, hey, baby, how you doing? The mama was talking to me. I don't know who that mama is. She just now meeting me, and I'm just now meeting her. But somehow I already know this child. Like, and it's so crazy. I would know you. I would know y'all based off y'all children first. And then I'm like, oh, you so and so. Okay, hey, I like him. This my child. This my baby. X, Y, Z. And, getting in and stepping into their role, and actually getting into the presidency of PTA and being on school governance council and being able to express, right? Like, it put me into a position that I didn't know that I needed to feel, but I was feeling it. God's always just been like, let's keep going. I got you. Just keep going. I got you. Like, but then now it's just like, it's falling into place, right? It's falling into what is in the line for what God has for me. But that required me to go inner, all right? I had to look at the ugly. I had to look at the good. I had to look at the bad. I had to look at the not so bad. I had to look around my surroundings. I had to look at the like, yeah, it's falling into place now, but I had to do something before in order to get here, right? I had to position myself to get into there. So if that was putting myself in uncomfortable situations. Hey, I'm socially awkward when it comes to the adults before the kids. I'm like, hey, I don't know. It's just something like I flow so freely when it comes to the kids and it comes to parents that are involved with their kids. But then when I'm talking to like another crowd, I get this social awkwardness, and it's just like I don't want to feel like I'm stuck up or anything. But it's just like I gotta, I gotta, I gotta test the room. I gotta see where its energy is. I gotta see what's going on before I can just let my shoulders down, let my guards down. With kids, it's a little bit more easier just to show them like, hey, you know, be vulnerable, be yourself, guide them, lead them on the way. That's in the Bible. Lead them, even if they're not your blood children. If you play a role in your community and you're connected to kids, lead them. All right, guide them, push them to where they need to go. All right, where exactly what God has for them. All right, we're not forcing nothing on them. We can encourage them. We can X, Y, and Z. We can do this. All right. Sometimes it does take us to put them in uncomfortable situations as well, but it's also about teaching them, preparing them so when they do become in an uncomfortable situation, how do I manage? How do I act? How do I react? Right? It took a lot of me to learn that. I started my life young. All right. I had my own apartment 17 maybe. I couldn't get the actual apartment in my name, but someone helped me out. And God put people in my life to like it was just like everything. Like I take everything good in the bad. I take everything and I think and I'm like I make it a lesson out of it. All right. All right. That's what brought me to exactly where I am today. That's what helped me grow me and paved the way to where I am today. So I am here now, right? I'm now able to see the gifts that God has given me. Um, just those natural gifts, just those, and God gives us other gifts as well, but it also turn it like you gotta get in there. You gotta get in your inner, all right? You gotta you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Let me just be realistic with you, all right? You gotta look at yourself in the mirror. And I remember like you don't want to talk negative about yourself, right? Because all that stuff, the tongue is powerful, X, Y, and Z. But you gotta look at some point, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and you gotta be like, all right, I know I'm not doing that. I know that I'm not supposed to be doing that. I know that this is not working for me. I know, you gotta look at the ugly, you gotta look at the good too, because you are also worthy as well. Look how worthy, look what I created. But look how far I got here. Look what I've done. All right. And if you feel like you haven't done anything, it's never a time, it's never too late of a time to be like, I'm gonna do something good. Even if that's the last thing you do, even if you 97 years old and you're like, hey, my life been bad, but God bless me to reach 97 years, right? And use that. God bless. Hey, even if your life was bad, why don't you encourage the people who may be walking down the same path that you walked before and guide them? Hey, you don't want to do X, Y, and Z because this is all it's going to lead to. All right, it's gonna lead to X, Y, and Z. All right, this is what you can do to get yourself out of the situation. Steer them the right way, lead them the right way, guide them. Even if they old, even if they young, if you're in some type of role of administration, some type of role of communicating with whatever crowd, kids, people like whoever that you come in contact with. All right, if you feel like you haven't been doing right, right, just change it. Just change it. And once you start to do change, I'm surprised it's not on my phone. But normally it's on my phone and it will say, um, wherever this is. I have different quotes, but it's normally this one quote that pop up and it says, before you change your body, you have to change your mind. And that's like, it's like, you know how things don't hit you until it hit you? All right, that hit me because I did lose weight at one point in time, right? My mind wasn't right. And being that my mind wasn't right, I steadily was in the same cycle of doing the things that I got myself out of to lose I'm still putting toxins in my body. I'm still drinking. I love my sweet tea, but I'm still drinking sweet tea on a 30-day base. Like, no, like that's not healthy. That's not good. I can't do that. I can't eat out fast food 20 times out of the month and think that I'm gonna have a perfect body. All right. Before you change before your body changes, you have to change your mind. All right. If you feel like you don't have any gifts, you gotta change your mind because you do got some gifts. Everybody has gifts. It's in the Bible. God gave us gifts. Even if you feel like it's just the most simplest or smallest thing, that can be big to someone else. Use your gift, tap into your gift, all right? And when you use your gift, when you express your gifts and you show the gifts that God has given you, do it in the right way. All right. Don't be greedy about it. Don't be envious about it. And I know that this didn't even line up with what the scripture I had, right? But just look what it say. Let's just go ahead and be what we were made to be without envy or pridefully comparing ourselves with each other or trying to be something we aren't. All right? Ain't no sense of seeing what the next person is doing and what you're not doing. Focus on if you're not doing it, focus on you not doing it and you doing it. Everybody got their own path. You gotta stay focused. You gotta tap into yourself. You gotta like the greatest gift is knowing. The greatest gift is knowing. And once you know, if you know, you know. But I'm not gonna talk all day. That's all that I have for you guys. It's time to tap into your gifts. It's time to express your gifts. It's time to show your gifts. Especially if you know you got some gifts and you've been holding on to it. All right. even though you know you're supposed to be doing something with them gifts, it's time to use your gifts. It's time to use your gifts. All right. If you feel like you don't got no gifts, I need you to read First Corinthians 12. Just start there. Mm, just start there. That's good. I'm still reading. I'm in First Corinthians right now. That has been drawn either John or First Corinthians. That's what I'm going back and forth with. I love me the book of John. Never mind. But that's all that I have. I love you guys. If you want to gain access to any of the materials that I do have, all the links are in the description below. Self-care journal, habits for moms to get yourself from survival mode to soft life, and some of the things that you can be able to do. I got a couple of videos and playlists on side hustles that can turn into um passive income opportunities. All right, tap into it. All right. Um, the Candlestick Trading Bible. Want to learn more about trading foreign exchange? Tap into it. Everything is in the link in the description below. Subscribe for more if you want to join the Patreon. Just subscribe. I think it's a different route when it comes to YouTube. So I'm gonna figure out that path for you guys so you could be able to join. But if you follow me on Facebook or if you follow me on Instagram, just join us to subscribe as well. I'm not on TikTok right now, guys. I just want to repeat that. I am not on TikTok. Okay. All right. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.